All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner, and today I have Kirmmse Toth with us. She's a business coach who works with women after 50. So welcome to the podcast, Kim.
Thank you, Tyler.
The first question I have for you is, what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Yeah, they're good questions, and I had to think about them. I can thank my dad. My dad was an architect, worked for himself, and always talked to my sister and I about working for yourself and how important it is, and you need to wake up every day and be excited to do what your work is. So I was raised with that.
And what's the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
Well, I think my niche kind of speaks to that in that it doesn't matter how old you are. People start, I think women after 50 start more businesses than men. Women start a lot of businesses, and we start them later because of kids and parents and all that. But it's never too late. All you need is a phone and a computer.
Agreed. And this might tie in, but what's your best piece of overall business advice that's not necessarily like industry specific?
Don't quit. I mean, if this is something that you really want to do, there's going to be rough times. You always hear that entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, and it's not. But until you're really ready to retire, whenever that may be, there's no age limit. Don't quit.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Ski more, take more vacations.
I love that answer. And in your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
For me, it's just following my heart. And I think that that's true for a lot of people. And even though our heart tells us something, we don't always listen to it.
Sorry, I was just gonna if we could dive deeper there, because sometimes I just like to dive deeper into the question. So if you with your answer, how did you kind of start to listen to your heart and become aware of what it was telling you?
I think it was after college or after graduate school or something, and it's been really trying to figure out what it is. I was a social worker. What is it that I want to do? How do I want to do it? Do I want to work for the school? Do I want to private practice? Do I want, all these options? And I had two babies, and I just knew the only way I was going to make this work is to work for myself. Work my schedule around theirs. I had private practice for 23 years.
And what's the best book you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from it?
I'm an avid reader. I am reading Think, Drink, and Go Rich right now again. And I love that book. And our group of women, we're all reading it either for the first time or again. And I can't think of one thing with Napoleon Hill. It's like almost everything that comes out of his mouth is a jewel.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite books too, so I agree. And what's your favorite quote and why?
Okay, well, this will probably make you laugh. It's not business. This is Eleanor Roosevelt. Women are like tea bags. They don't know how strong they are until they're in hot water.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I do. I even have a plaque.
That's really cool.
And true.
Yeah. So when did you first hear that, and why is that your favorite quote?
Years ago. I've hung on to this one. I'm 66, Tyler. We all go through times that are not good in our lives. And I think sometimes we just have to remind ourselves that we really can do it. And I've been tested, and I'm still here.
Well, thank you for coming on, Kim. The last question I have is, where can people best find you online?
My website is www.positiveaginginc.com.
Perfect. Thanks again for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyler.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.